And we added something we're calling LiquidCool. It's pretty sweet. What do you think? This is a water cooling technology, and basically it's a copper heatsink with some water vapor inside, and it's placed on top of the chipset, which cools down your phone much more quickly, allowing it to run at higher speeds for much longer. So let's check this out inside the phone. So here's a quick illustration. The SoC is up there on the top left, and this is in a situation playing a game, starts generating some heat. So in the POCOF1, we have this copper heatsink that sits on top of it. This is the blue line here. We can actually run that again. So this is the copper heatsink, the blue line. Run that again. So as you can see, what happens here is the heat generated by the SoC is distributed more evenly throughout the phone and cools down the CPU. So it can run at peak performance for a longer period of time. And when we compared this thermal performance to in our labs, LiquidCool dissipates heat 300% faster than devices without it. And this is really useful in practice. And so because of LiquidCool, paired with the top-of-the-line Snapdragon 845, the POCOF1 is able to sustain peak performance for a longer period of time. And the big, flashy benchmark scores are nice, but we believe that its sustained performance is what really matters. So let's see how this translates in results. This is a test we ran versus the OnePlus6. It's the same SoC without any water cooling technology. If you'll notice up at the top, the ambient temperature is hot for some places, but rather normal here, particularly in Delhi. It's an ambient temperature of 35 degrees. And so what we did was we ran Antutu 6 times, and this was to simulate peak performance or intensive performance over a longer period of time. And this is the result from the first test. You know, it's about the same. So let's see what happens when we start running this over time. So for the first few runs, again, performance is about the same. But as we start doing this over time, thermal control kicks in. And this is because without any water cooling, the phone starts to heat up